Here you can see all sort of things are there, like it's a mid-dilated pupil, floppy iris, and the cataract is very leathery and hard nucleus. From the sound you can say how hard it is, because it is almost a Phaco tip is sounding like a drilling machine, and the cornea is not very clear. Senile degeneration is there, and all sort of things are there in this case. And we are doing a vertical chop. See how I'm grabbing the nucleus and trying to divide it into two heminucleuses with my chopper. And in such cases now we must go to a deeper plane, because as the nucleus is very hard and leathery, if we do proper chopping holding the nucleus at the deep endonuclear part, then only the posterior one sheet of the endonucleus won't be there, or else that posterior one thing will be there like a plate that comes lots of hindrance in the surgery. So always the key step is go deep in the matter of the endonucleus and do it through and through chopping each part. Never ever aspirate now or emulsify now. Divide the nucleus into smaller fragments, then we have to aspirate. The pupil is further constricting, almost it was 4 mm, and floppy iris, little bit of here and there attention. The iris may get caught with the Phaco tip. We have to be very careful. Now after chopping, see the color of the nucleus, almost it is brownish, so very leathery, diabetic patient. So the leathery dense cataract is definitely hard to crack. I'm holding the each smaller fragments, bringing them to the plane of the iris, then emulsifying them. Never ever emulsify in the anterior chamber, always emulsify on the plane of the iris or slightly below. See, this fragment is so hard and leathery. After getting grip of the fragment, I'm further dividing into smaller fragments, because we should not use too much of Phaco energy. If we continuously use the Phaco energy, it will get automatically emulsified, but no. With the recessive hand, that is in the left hand chopper, I am further breaking the nucleus into smaller fragments and then emulsifying them.
Catch the back and the iris both. Then bringing a piece out and emulsifying.
Such cases we have to be very careful. We should not put too much of mechanical force over the zonules, because very leathery, hard, dense nucleus, that says we should not put too much of mechanical pressure also. So now almost we have emulsified most of the pieces. We are approaching towards the last piece, and as I say, here lots of Seine part are also there. So when I'm dragging the nucleus out, a little bit of iris pigments are getting flushed into the SC, because it's a case, very complicated case.
Sure.
See, now I am holding the last part of the nuclear fragment, where there is a triangle. It's a triangle shape, and I made the sharp edge of the triangle towards the Phaco tip. It should not get pointed towards the PC, because if the sharp edge, such a dense nucleus, and if the sharp edge towards the PC, definitely it will harm the PC. So making the sharp edge towards the Phaco tip, I emulsified it. And as I said, lots of cynical adhesions were there. Very slowly I am bringing out the nuclear fragments in order not to touch the iris much, because definitely it's not a very well dilated case, hardly 3.5 to 4 mm, and which further decreased to 3 mm dilatation. See, now it is almost 3 mm dilatation. So this case we have to be very careful not to touch or maneuver the iris more. Now you can see with the irrigation and aspiration port, I am emulsifying, I am aspirating the cortical matter, and never ever aspirate at the periphery, bring it to the center and aspirate. Now after cleaning the cortex, now I am injecting the PCI well. How nicely the PCI well will get dialed into the, if you dial it through the side port, nicely it will get dialed into the capsular bag. So this is how all sort of complications were there in this case. Mid dilated, leathery, hard, very dense cataract, a floppy iris, cynic, iris atrophy, hazy cornea, lots of things were there.